Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play We Happy Few. I'm your host, BringItDon. I did a little bit of exploring off camera. I mean, we're here at the train station about to enter it, but I went all the way up here. I was trying to map out the coast here and just kind of, find a dead end. There was not one. I put a waypoint here because there's a couple of abandoned houses I haven't gone into, and a phone that was ringing. We'll be sure to check that out later. I also found a tavern called the White Horse Tavern. You can't go inside of it, it just has a sign on the outside. It's just like the buildings are on like the outskirts of the square or whatever. Those are taverns that exist in the real world. I believe it's located in New York City. So maybe it's a reference to that. Could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, let's go in here and deal with...
How do I get down to the tracks?
Deal with these guys. Why is my glass bottles aren't equipped? Also, when I loaded in this time, it didn't spawn me inside the safe house like it normally does. It spawned me like right outside the train station. So if you don't remember, last episode I was over encumbered at the end, so I had to walk all the way to the safe house over encumbered and drop off stuff that I didn't want. Turns out there's a lot of stuff I didn't want, so I just dropped it outside the safe house. So I wasted a lot of time for nothing. Where are my glass bottles at? Oh, they are.
If I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. I never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes.
Oh yeah, actually, hold on. I have some stuff that we could read. All this stuff, actually. Church services. It's like these three that I haven't read. Or four. Alright, so church services. To whomsoever opens this missive, dear fellow Wellingtonian, for we are not all still fellow citizens of Wellington Wells. Good news, God has not forsaken us. He is still with us, even amidst the rubble of these wastelands. Do not take our present suffering as a sign of his abandonment, for he tested his only son even to his mortal limit. Like Job, let us never lose faith. For there are those who turn against... I cannot read today, holy crap. For there are those who turn aside from his love, who have given their faith to witchcraft or the most outlandish vegetable idols, or even demons of unspeakable shape. Do not succumb to these delusions. Where there is faith, there is redemption. And if you have lost hope in this life, then all the more should you prepare yourself for the next. Let us gather Sunday at noon on the bridge to Lude's home, and make of ourselves a congregation. Yours in Christ, Reverend Charles Peter, formerly of St. George's Church. I think I heard something about a church on the loudspeakers outside. Anyway, let's see, October 4th, 1964, Executive Committee, City Hall, 5, The Parade, Wellington Wells. Dear Sir or Madam, we understand you have exiled us to the Garden District to protect yourselves from our dreadful memories. It seems a bit unfair to us, since none of us is willingly a downer. We don't choose not to take joy. It's not a style of life that anyone would choose. What makes us wastrels is that when we take joy, it gives us the most violent reaction. The body thrashes, the memories come back, edged in fire. But surely this is not news to you. We write for another reason. Oh man, I cannot read. We miss Uncle Jack. Oh yes, of course Uncle Jack's shows are piped into the Garden District. But unlike the ones we used to get in the village, these seem to be recordings. The proof is that you keep broadcasting the same shows over and over. When I was a decent, proper citizen, Jack always had something new to say. Surely that can't just be joyful forgetting. Couldn't you play us whatever Jack's saying at the moment? Or if you play us recordings, could you at least swap out the recordings from time to time? Abandon us if you must, but please don't take away our old friend Jack. Yours faithfully, Hillary, Charkham, Harrison, St. Clair, Evelyn, Middlewood. Alright, bridge. Dear committee members, it's a lovely day for it. We're ransacking the last of the old Victory Gardens. There might be enough potatoes in the entire Garden District to last 2 weeks. Do you plan to starve us all to death? If you have no food to spare, could you at least open the bridge so that we can try our luck in the wilderness? I'd rather die by a bandit's hand than starve. It's so much more glamorous. Your former neighbors. Vector. My dear Dr. Byron, I spotted what seems to be a case of full-blown plague in the Garden District. Of course, my colleagues and I immediately resolved the matter. I don't suppose anyone could have got across Lude's home bridge. it would be well to check. Assuming that vector is still shut off, we must consider the plague to be possibly waterborne. In that case, dumping the bodies of the victims in the river needs to cease forthwith, don't you think? It's bad enough what already gets through the filters at the water plant. Hopefully we've nipped this outbreak in the bud. If not, we'll need to equip the constables with gas masks on Eel Pie as well. Yours very truly, St. John Keats, MD. Oh, so they're having a plague problem.
Oh, please just lie down.
You can't kill us all.
So how I wanted things to go down. Oh, why'd I turn? What? Why'd I turn around? Oh, sorry, fellas. It's
Now
not.
we see the violence inherent in the system.
It's not what I wanted to have happen. Bunch of Jimmy bars, though. No, war ration. I wanted to use. Alright, fine. I'll go all the way over here to use it. So be it. Yeah. Of course, nothing in it. That's the second time I've had to pick a lock on a filing cabinet just to have had nothing be in there. Is it really stealing if there's, you know... Nobody that, there's nobody alive to use it? Or claim it? That was a heck of a drop, jeez.
Ah, that's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.
Oh, let's read that. Happy birthday, Sebastian. My dear Sebastian, happy birthday. I can hardly believe you're 10 already. Of course, you're such a brave boy that you often seem much older. There's a slice of carrot cake in the box. I know it's not your favorite, but we'll have to make do just a little longer. Next year I hope we'll have a proper birthday cake and candles for you. This war can't last forever. Your loving, Mummy. Dear, darling Sebastian. What a brave boy you are. Daddy says you got on the train and climbed out the back into the tunnel, just like we practiced. We were so worried when we saw the train pull away. What if the windows had been locked? It was agony waiting to know you were safe. Daddy says you're cross with him for not coming earlier, but please understand, it's too risky, except on days when he can inspect the tracks. Daddy'll bring you food every Tuesday. Try to make it last. We don't have ration coupons for you anymore, but that's alright, as we need to reduce anyway. Courage, my little soldier. Love, Mummy. P.S. I asked Daddy to smuggle Aloysius to you. I know you think you're too big to sleep with a teddy bear, but it's good to have a comfort of home, no? Okay, so parents are teaching their kids to escape the train or whatever. Neat. But I'd be like this with filing cabinets and not have anything in here. Loose screw. Alright. Oh, read. Sebastian, we were so worried. Daddy says you weren't in your hidey hole on Tuesday and hadn't eaten your cake. This is no time to be a picky eater. Where did you go? You know it's risky to go out by yourself. Please be a good boy and don't scare us like that. At least leave us a note so we know you're safe. Oh boy. So it looks like there's gonna be a little story. In here about this Sebastian fellow. Names and dates. Well, there's old Sebastian Dainty. 27 September 37. The Bell Pit Boys by Taxi. The Boyle's been crossed out. And Margaret Worthing has also been crossed out. Interesting. Did you do anything with those guys? Raw meat. Well, heck yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm just in a corner searching dead rats. Alright. I know there's 3 of them, but they're all stacked on top of each other. Not worth trying to figure that out. Requires power. Alright. So that's the first one. I'll figure this out, gosh darn it. Ha! Now we have lights, I can explore a little easier. Oh, that's how he got out. He found his own way out of his hidey hole. I wonder how long ago it was that he was that he was in there. I wonder if there's going to be...
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
Yeah, let's find something to eat while I'm thinking about it. So I have that stew. It's rotten. I really can't use that right now? Okay. I'd rather eat raw meat than rotting meat. I can't use it because I was falling? There we go. Yeah, okay. That's even better. Now I don't gotta worry about eating raw stuff at all. Yay, rotten onion. Seems like a good place for that.
I promised I'd go with him.
And you are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. Don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train. Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look!
Bloody hell.
It's a little lost lamb. Where's Bo Peep? Eating her curdsy away, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet.
Heh.
Can we pound him now? Yep.
Block! Block! Why can't I block? What's going on here?
Not coming back! Oh man, never coming back!
Yeah, y'all are gonna die.
We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time!
Yeah, I'm not playing around, guys. This is it for y'all. You hear me? It's the end of the tracks, so to speak. Hey, how slowly I walk backwards. Ugh, so annoying.
It's... Down you go!
Yeah?
You're... It's time!
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in nursery.
Come on. A lockpick. Exciting. Where is it? There we go, healing bomb. Boop. Feel good about that. And of course one of them has a lockpick, so I can continue the plot. Lead pipe, I tried using that at the beginning. Didn't seem very useful. Yeah. Let's grab all the money that I can. Never know if it'll come in useful. Not gonna lie, I really enjoy the soundtrack to this game. Even like just the opening, the menu. It's all very good. A lot of sovereigns. Must be sending a pretty penny right now. I remembered how to find it. Not worried about it. Germany wants to see you.
Bloody hell.
That's Ollie! Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastards!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone! They took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you say that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not. No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? When the... But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse. I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know.
Victory meat. Well, hello. Look at this. Can I take this with me? In case I ever get a little sad. And why do they gotta take medicine to feel happy? They just look at this little painting here. A little kitty cat. Whew. Love me some kitty cats. Alright, anyway. Looks like there's something I could grab here. It disappeared.
That's Margaret. From school. Margaret... What's her name? She was supposed to go on the train, but then she disappeared and no one would talk about it.
Her name was scratched out on the list. So I don't think she was taken to Germany. I think that's what the names that were scratched out meant. Alright, hammer. So he looks like he fortified the train station. Above and below. Odd place to hold out, I think. Thought it'd be harder to defend, especially with it being so big. Okay, cool. That was the way I tried to come in initially. Where did he go? He just vanished. I guess I couldn't knock him in the head when the cutscene was over. That's fair. I think most players would. Alright, well, we're back out. Which way do I need to go for the, Okay, so that's the main quest way. Got a new note, right? Let's all go get killed. Alright. Ollie says the only way onto the bridge is from the Appleholm station in the Parade District, which means I've got to get to Appleholm first, which means I've got to get to Maidenholm. Did I mention Ollie's a loony now? Keeps talking to some girl who isn't there. And he's got a sort of shrine to her. Margaret, that's who he talks to. Sally and Percy and I went to school with a Margaret. What's the name? Didn't we? And she didn't get on the train, did she? Something terrible happened, and no one would talk about it. Ollie's very cheery about us going to rob the Victory Memorial Camp, or rather, him robbing it whilst his army mates chase me around. Sounds like a lovely way to get bayoneted. I doubt very much anyone's cleaned up the barbed wire. Oh, and the tanks. Let us not forget the tanks. On the other hand, he's promised to help me get to the Britannia Bridge, so I might have to take him up on his offer. Can I trust him? Of course not. Did I mention he's a loony? And on the other hand, what else have I got? Alright. 3 more points so I can level up something. Yeah, I want to heal better. No, it costs 5. I do the wait for it. So I'd hit it a little harder. I'm kind of interested in going back to over here. This is also the dig spot up there, and that'd be some exploration I could take care of. Yeah. Because I don't know if this is going to be a dead end or if that's going to take me somewhere. I just don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Oh, okay, this way is definitely a dead end, because the map stops there. This keeps going. Oh my goodness gracious. This map is massive. Alright. Yeah, let's do the quest then. By the way, you can... There's honey in there you can grab. But the bees will attack you. You can't actually grab it. Well, maybe in the last episode, anyway. Because if they hit you, you can't grab it anymore. It stops you from grabbing it. Yeah, I guess we'll just go this way. I still want to map out the coast. I want to clear out the entire area of Fog of War. So if I can do that, I will. I'm in the hill. Alright. Let's get back this way. Plus, all these red flowers are really nice to have, because they help you heal. That's what you craft the thingamajigs out of. I guess these are edible. It's not an actual Zeppelin, there's no cockpit. It looks like it was tethered to the ground. Yeah, it's definitely tethered. So it's just a balloon?
I wonder if my parents would be proud of me. Or would they be terribly stern?
So the sentries would be knocked out cold. And he knows what he's doing. Yeah, they're all knocked out. Looks like we're in for a sneaky good time. And also potentially going to get hurt due to the healing palm that they gave me. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh boy. I want to know how to equip the glass bottles. I don't know how to equip those. Oh, it says it'll display in the following quick slot. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm shifting everything back and forth. I have rocks. I guess I can use those to distract. The traitors and spies will be bayoneted.
Now, you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who rides them. He's called a mahout. But when they're in heat, you have to chain them up. And this one, they got loose. And his mahout went chasing off in exactly the wrong direction. And the elephant runs into the market and starts eating peaches. And the coolie tries to stop him. And the elephant steps on him something horrible. Mashes him right into the mud, and skin comes off his back like he was peeling a grape. So the seaboys come running up to this general. Only then, he was a major, and say, "You must come shoot this elephant." So, he gets his hunting rifle, it's a 505 Gibbs, and he goes down to the market. Only now, the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field eating leaves, as calm as never mind. So, there's no cause to shoot it anymore. And by now the mahout's come back and he's screaming and jabbering about, "Oh, please don't shoot my elephant." You see, he's grown up with that elephant his whole life. And he don't know how to do any other job except sit on that elephant and tell it to pick up a log and carry it over there. But the elephant's taking the life of a man, you see. A coolie, but a man. And the mahout's crying and jabbering and cool as a summer breeze. The general chambers around, puts it right through the elephant's heart. And the wind just goes out of it. It just kneels down and sighs. And then it's gone. And all the villages are running to get their knives because it's free meat. Now see, a lesser man would have trembled at the thought of shooting an elephant that's just calmly standing there eating leaves. He might have missed out. Some civilian in Burma had to shoot a rogue elephant and he had to practically empty a whole magazine into the poor thing, and it was half an hour of the time. But the general makes a tough choice, you see. So don't you armchair generals tell me what you would have done. Just follow orders and we'll win the next war. The general's promised, all right?
So that's it. That was a long story. But luckily, it took up just enough time where we can now end the episode. It's been a little over half an hour. And in the next episode, we'll continue infiltrating the bridge. That way. Actually, looks like we take a ladder up there. So who knows where. Maybe it'll open up the gate. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode.